The sports animal. The sports animal.
RJ Young on the RJ Young Show, and I have this take about why Jalen Hurts could leave Oklahoma as the best college football player of all time. Yes, I said it, and I meant it. Because I'm looking at this and I'm going, okay, who are the best college football players of all time? And you could put together a pretty outstanding list pretty quickly if you're paying attention. I think most people would have Herschel Walker on that list. You know, best running back probably to ever play the game in college. He's a freshman at Georgia, helped them win a national championship, rushed for 1,891 yards, 18 TDs as a true freshman, right? Finished second in the Heisman voting to Marcus Allen in 1981. I think a lot of people, especially from this state, would have Leroy Selman on this list. I mean, 325 career tackles, 40 sacks, career high of 18 friggin' sacks in 1 year, that year that nobody watched them, 1974. Was an All-American in 1974 and 75, won the Outland Trophy, Lombardi Trophy. The list goes on, number one overall pick. I think a lot of people would have Jim Brown on this list, coming out of Syracuse. The thing about Jim Brown that I love the most is he was probably a better lacrosse player than he was running back, which is just terrifying. So I don't only imagine what that must look like. But you talk about a dude that lettered in four sports, got 10 letters. 1956 Heisman Trophy winner. Should have been 1956 Heisman Trophy winner. But we gotta talk about Paul Hornig in that way. Please. Finished with 2,000 yards, rushing, 26 total touchdowns. Then set the world on fire in Cleveland. I think a lot of people would have Glenn Davis on this list. You know, Doc Blanchard, Army, on the best college football team of all time. Mr. Inside, Mr. Outside. Bo Jackson at Auburn. 1985, Jackson, I think that dude rushed for like 1,786 yards, something like that. I might have nailed that one just right because he had like 6.4 yards per carry. And, of course, Jim Thorpe is going to be on this list, all right? Might be the greatest American athlete of all time. Forget football. And as a Carlisle Indian, won the national championship mainly because nobody could stop him. Outstanding. And that list is outstanding. At the top of that list for me right now, at present, Barry Sanders. You know, rushed for 2,600 yards, 7.6 yards per carry, 1988 Heisman Trophy winner. But you can't get people in Stillwater to build him a statue, even as he's got a dealership just down the road with his name on it. I mean, the sooner that y'all build Barry Sanders the statue, the better, all right? You look bad. We got a statue for every Heisman Trophy winner in Oklahoma. Y'all don't have one for Barry Sanders in Oklahoma State? Come on now. We're going to keep talking about this mullet. We're going to get this man a statue, okay? Just give the man a statue.
There's blood in the water. Coach Jones is probably on his way to the studio right now.
I mean, did I hit a nerve?
That's his favorite topic to talk about, and why Barry Sanders should have a statue right now.
Oh, then we agree.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, okay. I was like, of all people, I was like, Coach Jones?
No, I'm just saying he smells the conversation. He's like a shark.
Oh, okay. It's like me putting chum in the water.
Yeah, he's on his way. He's on right now. I can hear him talking, but if he was listening, he would have.
Okay. I was like, yo, what did I say that made Coach mad? Like, come on now.
No.
As an addendum to this list, though, I think we might be able to add Jalen Hurts. Why would I say that we'd be able to add Jalen Hurts? Why would I have the audacity to think of a player playing today as one that could finish among the greats? Because the dude has an opportunity to do what none of them ever did. Lead two blue blood college football programs to national championship games as a quarterback who will leave Oklahoma, I'm sure, but left Alabama as one of the most beloved players for the way that he conducts himself. I mean, those of y'all that love humility, that love loyalty, that love sticking it out when stuff gets tough, even when it's against your better judgment, that love people that shut up and play ball, this is your guy. I mean, the man even cut his dreads off. I wouldn't have done that. He did that. He rocking a tight fade now. Very little facial hair, if any at all. Doesn't have much to say, except says a whole lot of nothing. This is your favorite new college football player. And you got Paul Feinbaum, of all people, saying, hey, I would not be mad at all if Jalen Hurts won the Heisman. Notice that none of these people are saying they would not be mad at all if Oklahoma won a national championship, okay? Because they're like, cool, OU winning Heismans, we can deal. Baker won a Heisman. Kyler won a Heisman. But titles? Titles need to stay out of OU's hands. Nah, man, this is the year. This year could be historic on so many levels because this would have been the ultimate transfer story. This might be the only story that is capable of unseating Baker Mayfield's story at OU. Think about that. My man walked on at 2 different universities, didn't have a scholarship offer from either one, not only earned scholarship offers and the scholarship itself, but took the starting quarterback job at Texas Tech and then Oklahoma and then won a Heisman Trophy and then went to the college football playoff. Jalen Hurts has an opportunity to unseat that as the predominant story, this predominant narrative in Oklahoma at present day. I've been fortunate enough to live through Oklahoma City becoming a beacon of light for the state of Oklahoma as that team made an NBA Finals. I've been privileged to being able to watch how people interact and see Baker Mayfield and see themselves. They want to wear his number, want to wear his jersey across their chest. I love these stories. It's why I love my job. I got into this to be a part of those stories, to tell those stories, to be Daxios at Thermopylae. As my man Leonidas says, tell it what happened of this day. And there I go on the stallion, back to Sparta, to galvanize what is left of my country to go to war with the greatest army that has ever existed. Let life be for something. Let us all be fortunate to live a life where we died, played, lived, loved for something. For many people, that is that schooner. That sooner born, sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead is kitschy, but it's how people feel. We're in a tumultuous time where season tickets are becoming unaffordable, where people are reluctantly having to give up their seats to a team that's really, really good, to a team that sells out 85,000 seats, 6 games a year. And yet those season tickets are being held onto by some. And they're not being held onto just so they can watch the team this year, but so they have an opportunity to hand those tickets down. Because that's what it is. Those seats get handed down now. That's how long OU football has been an institution. It's generational. None of us were alive to see Bud Wilkinson coach a team, but we know the stories. We know what it means. I was not around for the doldrums, for Gomer Jones. I wasn't around for Gary Gibbs. Barely around for Schnellenberger. Definitely want to act like Blake didn't happen because I wasn't a part of it. But even through that, there are stories. There are those of you that will say, yeah, you didn't live through the Blake era, you didn't live through Schnellenberger, you didn't live through Gomer Jones. You know what? I didn't get to see Barry Switzer do his thing either. I didn't get to see the Selman brothers do their thing. Greg Pruitt do his thing. Jack Mildren do his thing. Billy Sims, my goodness. But I'm going to root for Jalen Hurts to do what nobody else has ever done because I want the story. I want to see somebody do something that we thought you could never do. Impossible being nothing. Nothing is impossible. Go do it. That is why I love this game, why I love my job, why I love these sports. Is that we have an opportunity to be witness to greatness as we just do the thing that we do, which is complicate it, nitpick it, take it apart. But one day, maybe when I'm like 60, let's make me 64. Let's double my age. Maybe I'll be the dude listening to the younger dude talk about what he hopes will happen as I get to reflect on what has been, on the brilliance of a life I got to be a part of, that I got to witness. I really, really, really want that to happen.